Hi everyone, my name is Megan Stackhouse and I'm a meteorologist with the National Weather Service office here in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're back today to talk about the Meteorological Spring climate summary for eastern Utah and western Colorado. Now, Meteorological Spring includes the months of March, April, and May. So taking a look at each month individually, the top weather story for the month of March was the 12th through 15th winter storm. We had an area of low pressure that impacted the region for several days. We had plenty of moisture wrapped around this system that was affected into the region and produced some moderate to heavy snow over many of the mountain regions. The winner was the eastern Uinta Mountains in northeast Utah, which saw localized areas of 30 to 40 inches, as you can see from this map. Other winners were the La Sal and Bajo Mountains and some of the other central and southern mountains. So a pretty good event for this time of year. Looking at the top weather story for the month of April, that was the April 15th rainfall event. We had an area of low pressure that moved into the region and it produced scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms across the region. These thunderstorms produced some small hail and gusty winds and also some moderate rain. One such storm impacted the Grand Junction Regional Airport, where we saw a total of 0.26 inches of rain for the day, April 15th. It might not seem like a lot, but this is actually the most amount of rain that we had seen at the Grand Junction Airport since the October 25th snowstorm, so over 6 months ago. So we were pretty excited about it. We posted about it on social media because it had been a long time since we had seen that kind of moisture. And finally, looking at the May 2021 top weather event, that was the May 21st heavy snowfall event. We had a deep area of low pressure that remained nearly stationary over the Great Basin. And once again, it affected a lot of moisture into the region, favoring the southwest San Juan Mountains, where generally 5 to 10 inches of wet, heavy snow fell. This ended up impacting travel over Mullis and Red Mountain passes, which were closed for a period of time. As you can see, this is a picture from Red Mountain Pass on the 21st. Looking at high temperatures across the region for the spring season, high temperatures, the highest temperature all occurred in the month of May, with the most mild or coldest high temperature being 75 degrees at the Aspen Airport. Canyonlands had the warmest high temperature with 89 degrees, and Grand Junction, we topped out the spring season with 88 degrees. Looking at low temperatures across the region for the spring season, all the low temperatures occurred on the first day of Meteorological Spring, or March 1st. The coldest temperature was -5 degrees at the Aspen Airport. The warmest was 16 degrees at the Grand Junction Airport. Otherwise, most of the sites ended up having low temperatures in the low to mid-teens. And looking at precipitation across the region for the spring season, unfortunately, all 10 of our climate sites did end the season with below normal precipitation. The least amount of precipitation fell at the Montrose Airport with just over 3/4 of an inch, which was 1.44 inches below normal for the spring season. Grand Junction, we only received 1.36 inches, which was 1.25 inches below normal for the spring season. The most amount of precipitation fell at the Aspen Airport with 3.56 inches, but that was unfortunately still over 3/4 of an inch below normal for the spring season. Looking at the drought outlook for the summer season, or the months of June, July, and August, unfortunately the drought is expected to persist across eastern Utah and western Colorado for that summer season. And finally, looking at the summer 2021 temperature and precipitation outlook for the Climate Prediction Center. Right now, temperatures are expected to be above normal across eastern Utah and western Colorado, and below normal precipitation is favored across much of eastern Utah and western Colorado. And that wraps up our spring 2021 climate summary for eastern Utah and western Colorado. As always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next season. Bye, guys.